In this hall are uniform and plainclothes security operatives, including intelligence officers. The objective as a theme of the event is enhancing law enforcement practices in Nigeria. One of the main goals is to improve the method of getting information from suspects in custody, and both organizers and participants have their task well cut out.
So this type of non-coercive interrogation is a vital part of the toolbox, and it's a vital part of the work we do collectively to prevent torture from happening and also to work with rehabilitation of torture survivors as they move on their pathway.
When you use coercion and you use torture to interrogate people, it's actually counterproductive because at the end of the day, number one, apart from the fact that it violates their fundamental human rights, it's not very productive, it's not very fruitful, because more than likely you would end up convicting the wrong person. Under torture or when you coerce people, they are likely to tell you what you want to hear just to stop the torment.
Instead of reducing crime, we see that crime increases. Instead of getting conviction for people that have committed offense because of torture, we lose this because those cases are struck off because the evidence that is elicited through torture is not admissible in any court in Nigeria.
Law enforcement agencies, especially the police, have over the years been criticized by right groups for employing crude interrogation methods. But they too are fast buying into demands to act in ways that ensure protection of the rights of suspects.
I work with the police to develop a document, what we call an SOP on investigative interviewing. That document introduces the police to non-coercive methods of taking statements from suspects, from victims, from complainants.
With the problem of overpopulated prisons, no torture can be any worse than poor conditions that the inmates are exposed to. But the Comptroller of Corrections FCT Command says the conditions are fast improving.
What we give the inmates is as specified in what the inmates are supposed to take, the protein, the carbohydrate, everything they are supposed to take. I would say in FCT, the standard of living is high. Remember, this is Abuja. Everybody comes to see what we're doing. Every inmate is treated the way they are supposed to be treated, as spelled out, either in the standing order or in the standard minimum room for treatment of offenders.
With the narrative against torture getting ever so loud, these participants express hope of improvement in the protection of persons' rights in the cause of law enforcement in Nigeria. Godfrey Eshamoge, Arise News.